You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not just talking big, he means what he says, and he backs it up with real effort and smart planning. He's organized, hardworking, and doesn't let emotions distract him from his work. So, if you want someone reliable who follows through, he's a safe bet.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he handles it with a calm and steady mind. He doesn't lose his temper easily or create drama. He may not look for comfort or talk much about what's bothering him, but he won't collapse under pressure.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually respect him because he carries himself with confidence and always acts politely. He's not the type to pick fights or get into arguments, but he also doesn't go out of his way to make close friends. In short, he's respected for his work, not for being warm and friendly.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your own career, he will quietly respect your success but may not show much excitement or pride openly. He isn't the jealous or insecure type, so your achievements won't bother his self confidence. Instead, he might give you a polite compliment or a simple well done and then move on.
What if you start earning more than him?
He's not the type to secretly resent or feel insecure if you earn more than him. His confidence comes from his own hard work and achievements, not by comparing himself to you. If anything, he will quietly accept the situation and continue to focus on his own goals.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money with a lot of care and planning. He likes to keep things organized, and that includes his finances, so he's more likely to save and budget rather than spend without thinking. He won't be the one making surprise big purchases or wasting money on unneeded things.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives well within his means and does not pretend to be richer than he is. He's practical about what he can afford and will avoid showing off or buying things just to impress others. Instead, he chooses quality and value and sticks to what fits his budget.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's more careful and reserved, both with money and with showing kindness. He will help when it really matters. But you may find that he doesn't offer small everyday gestures or warmth easily. If you appreciate reliability over open handedness, you'll value him.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is generally open and honest about money, keeping things clear and straightforward. He likes to have things in order, so you won't find him hiding, spending, or keeping secret accounts. You can trust him to be fair and practical, even if he is sometimes a bit reserved.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes in fairness and keeping things organized, so he's likely to expect housework to be shared, not just your responsibility. He won't leave everything up to you and will try to make sure things run smoothly at home, just like he does with other parts of his life. However, he may prefer doing chores in a set, orderly way and might sometimes want things done his way.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is more likely to actually do the chores and handle things like diapers, not just stand around and tell you what to do. He cares about keeping things in order, so he'll roll up his sleeves and get things done, especially if there's a clear plan. You'll have a real partner in the work, not just a manager.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He isn't the type to get into loud arguments or push just to prove his point. Instead, he listens politely, but he may not always show a lot of warmth or openly say he understands how you feel. He values fairness and usually looks for practical solutions, not fights.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays calm and respectful. He won't shout, insult you, or act aggressive. Instead, he might become quiet and keep his feelings to himself, possibly pulling away for some time. He prefers to avoid drama and allows himself space to cool down before speaking.
Does he have a bad temper?
This is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He is usually calm and doesn't react with sudden bursts of emotion. So you are not ignoring any red flags about anger problems here.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to say sorry and take responsibility for his actions, though he may do it in a quiet, reserved way rather than with lots of emotion. If he makes a mistake, he is more likely to fix it and move forward rather than blaming you or making excuses. You can expect him to own up to what he's done and make practical efforts to set things right.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He values order and clear rules, so he's careful not to cross lines or push you into anything you're not comfortable with. He may not talk much about feelings, but his actions show that he listens and respects what you say.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He is not the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He might feel a bit quiet or pull back for a while, but he won't sulk, lash out, or make you feel guilty about your choice. Instead, he'll respect your feelings and give you space without drama.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and respect. He's not the type to use something personal against you or embarrass you later. He believes in keeping what happens between you both private and will treat your trust seriously.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is naturally steady and focused, not someone who gets easily distracted by other women. He prefers stable, organized relationships and is not likely to take risks that could damage what he's built. You won't find him flirting or chasing attention outside your relationship.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he's not over possessive or the type to act jealous, controlling, or suspicious. He trusts his partner and believes in giving space rather than watching your every move. Living with him, you should feel trusted and free, not trapped by jealousy or unfair rules.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a cover for being controlling. He wants to keep things safe and orderly, but he doesn't cross the line into bossing you around or making all the decisions for you. With him, you can expect support, not someone trying to control your every move.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to handle everything on your own. He likes things to be organized and fair, so he will take his share of the responsibilities seriously. However, he might prefer structure and clear roles, so it helps if you both agree on who does what.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't react with shouting or harsh words. Instead, he handles problems in a steady and thoughtful way. His approach is to solve the issue and set things right, not to punish or make a scene.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and as your own person. He believes in fairness and respects your responsibilities and achievements at home and outside. He won't expect you to give up your dreams and he'll help create order so you have time for yourself too.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, this is not the kind of man who would support your career at first and then later ask you to quit once you have a child. He respects hard work and values fairness. So he's unlikely to suddenly change his mind or put pressure on you to give up your dreams. His support is steady and not just for show.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will behave politely and respectfully with your parents, but may not show much warmth or emotional closeness. His actions will be proper and well mannered. He'll greet them, help when needed, and never be rude. Your parents will see him as well behaved and dependable, but perhaps a bit reserved. He's more likely to quietly adjust to your family's ways rather than expect everyone to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He's not the type to burst out in anger or stir up drama in front of others. Instead, he will stay polite, keep things peaceful, and avoid arguments.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is the kind of man who values order and social expectations. So, when it comes to family gatherings or public settings, he may expect you to behave in a traditional way as a supportive wife to keep things smooth and respectful. He isn't trying to control you, but feels comfortable when everyone follows certain rules, especially around elders. If this matters to you, talk honestly so you both know what is truly important in your family life.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you in a quiet, steady way instead of taking sides openly or staying out of it completely. He doesn't like drama or public arguments, so he may not make a big scene in front of his family, but privately, he will listen to you, help you discuss things calmly, and look for practical ways to solve the problem. His support is calm and thoughtful. You can count on him to help you work things through together.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy who always puts his mother first, but he does value family harmony and respects traditions. If there's a conflict with his mother, he won't automatically take her side. Instead, he will try to understand both points of view and find a fair solution.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the kind of man who will share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and believes in keeping personal matters between the two of you. This means you can trust that your private moments and disagreements will stay just that, private.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man means daily life is steady, organized, and dependable. You'll find him hardworking and responsible. He does what he says, keeps to routines, and pays attention to details, whether it's about money, chores, or plans for the future.